Hi, my name's Simon and thanks for watching my video for Impact of IT. Today I'll be talking to you about cloud computing and its effect on the small business sector, and augmented reality and how it's changing the video game industry. So, first of all, the cloud. The term cloud computing is thrown around quite a bit these days, but most people would probably struggle to define what it all actually means. And it's quite challenging to define something that's still being developed and refined continuously. So a bunch of computer boffins at the National Institute of Standards and Technology in America, or NIST, have come up with this. The working definition of cloud computing is a pay-per-use model for enabling available, convenient and on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources, e.g. network servers, storage applications, services, that can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management effort or service provider interaction. So basically, cloud computing involves taking the hardware, software and platform components of a computer system and hiring them out as a service or utility that can be accessed as much or as little as you need, kind of like the power or water that comes into your house, just through the internet instead of power lines or water pipes. The advancements in broadband internet, including Australia, with the national broadband network coming in the next years, go hand in hand with the explosion of cloud services available, starting a real shift in the way IT services are distributed. Now, as far as small business is concerned, it can have a huge impact on the way IT systems are implemented and maintained. Consider this. A typical small business which utilises IT as an integral part of its operation, let's say an accountancy firm with a dozen computers connected to a server, software licensing, security and firewalls, business phone system and backup storage, even if using a free operating system such as Linux, might be up for $50,000 plus in setup costs just for the IT system. Add that to the physical requirements and the cost of hiring or employing on-site IT support for the hardware, and you're looking at a big chunk of capital. With cloud computing, our accountancy firm would require only very basic computer setup, coupled with reliable internet connection, and everything else is hired on a needs basis and located off-site, vastly reducing setup and support costs, space requirements. AT&T is even offering an entire PBX phone system as a mobile cloud service because the Commander or Cisco phone systems ain't cheap. The two major issues that need to be considered with cloud services are reliability and security. All cloud services rely on having a stable internet connection, which, as we all know, is a rare thing. A loss of connection will essentially shut down a cloud-based IT system, especially one where processing power is reliant on virtual machines hosted online. The other concern is having a business's sensitive documents completely entrusted to a third party. There are guidelines in place such as SSAO 16 and HIPAA requiring always on, always online, always secure compliances. But enough about the cloud. I'm sure you're more interested in augmented reality and video games. So here we go. AR is basically a combination of live view, usually through a camera or video headset, which is enhanced by a digital overlay. It has many applications across many domains, including engineering, medicine and education. It's also changing how, why and where we play video games. The gaming industry is huge, with market researchers estimating worldwide sales at $60 billion in 2009, and AR allows gamers to get more interactive with their games and developers to produce more detailed, intuitive and responsive hardware and software. The PlayStation, Xbox and Wii all have a camera accessory that allows the console to incorporate the player into the game, whether it be for a fitness game like Ubisoft's Your Shape for Wii and Xbox, which superimposes a silhouette of exercise motions onto the screen for the player to follow, or Sony's Operation Creature feature, which has a player manipulating a bunch of furry little monsters with their hands. However, the major impact AR is having is with mobile gaming, with things like the 3DS, where you can fight a dragon coming out of your coffee table, but more importantly with smartphones. According to Gartner, there should be some 800 million smartphones in use by 2012. There's a huge range of AR games available for iPhone and Android, such as Ghostwire, where you have a player hunting for ghosts, or Pirates, which features ships floating around on a bench top. With most smartphones coming with a GPS and internet connection, it opens up a whole new range of spatial games or even hybrid games/social apps like Foursquare. So that's the end of my video. Please rate and comment, and we'll see you next time.